Chapter 2, Brother and Sister.
Whenever JR saw me talking to others whom I've been friends with for years, he immediately took me away from them because, according to the cattle, that is the first step towards committing adultery. Another thing he did was criticize everything I do. He didn't like how I decorated my room, my car, and my face. He didn't even like the music I listened to, the 1980s music from aeons ago, because he believed those songs were the Velt's music from how chaotic they were. It's like everything I do to him is wrong. Don't do this. That's not right. Or why are you home so late?
Lorris came closer to Cereas and offered advice. Do what you feel is right for yourself. Sure, it's cruel and unkind to him, but from what you told me, he was even crueler to you by not telling you to go your own way.
Still, I feel like I'm being selfish.
Cereas was sure to get away from JR, but at the same time felt a little guilty for just leaving. Sometimes you need to be selfish, Lorris responded. Then he said in a softer tone for none but his sister to hear. To be honest, I don't care for the religion criffality.
Bro! Cereas exclaimed. You shouldn't say that! It's not normal to forego criffality!
I don't care, and you said you didn't care either.
That was my anger talking with JR. I wasn't myself, and I regret most things I said to him.
But you used wrong to do right. You used your anger to do what's right for yourself. Sometimes right is wrong and wrong is right. Sometimes it's not a matter of what's right or wrong, sis, but only what's right for you. If JR can't respect who you are, then you should stay away from him. No one should be with others who try to make people change. We all have the right of choice, despite religion, despite others' thoughts, despite even Godun himself. Cereas was quiet with shock from all she heard from her brother's defiantly strong words no other had ever said in their lives. Many believe in criffality, Lorris said a little louder, but I don't, even if it means being outnumbered.
You're delusional, little bro,
Cereas said with a smile. Even though she thought Lorris crazy, she still gave him a good hug. Half of her burdens about JR faded inside her as she hugged Lorris, crying on his shoulder. It's okay, sis. It's gonna be okay.
I'm okay, bro. I'm okay.
You sure? Cereas slowly stepped back.
Yeah,
she said. Then she wiped her tears and took a deep breath.
Come on, let's go somewhere to eat. I'm starving. I know. Let's go to that prancing chihuahua you always talked about.
Oh, Lorris exclaimed, filled with excitement. I love it there, and they freeze none of their food. Let's go! He pulled Cereas' arm for her to hurry along.
Whoa, Cereas exclaimed. Easy, bro, I'm losing my arm.
The Prancing Chihuahua was a restaurant with polished wooden, smoothly rounded tables that had shiny wine glasses and silverware on them that were actually made of pure silver. The walls had candy cane-like beams made of green and blue marble with gold-colored lines curving around them in a corkscrew pattern. Between the beams were big windows surrounded by rich red curtains with silver golden eyelash-like edges. The dining room was like a castle's fancy ballroom with a ceiling that had pictures of angels flying by a beautiful garden of many different colored flowers. In the middle of the ceiling, there's a big circular window for everyone to take a peek at the sky. Since it was dark, people could look up and see the beautiful stars through it. There's also a sonetian, a violin, and 2 men in the back playing violins and cellos. The place was obviously very expensive, but Cereas didn't care when she arrived with her brother. She had plenty of money from her estate job to spend. At a wooden table, Cereas told Lorris that she'll pay for everything.
It's all on me, bro.
But sis, are you sure? Lorris asked.
I insist. Besides, It's worth all the money in the world for moments like what we have now, especially with the cruel fact that they don't come often. Come on, Lorris. Let's have a seat and enjoy every second of it while we can.
What a relief, because I spent practically all of my paycheck for a new phone since I broke my last one.
You what?
After accidentally saying his little secret, Lorris suddenly talked evasively fast to lure Cereas' eye away from that subject. Never mind that, sis. Like you said, every second while you can, right? Right? Then let's go! Lorris quickly found them both 2 seats near the center of the dining room. Cereas sighed as she sat before looking at the prancing Chihuahua's menu.
Oh, little bro.
While Cereas and Lorris were looking at the menu, trying to decide what to eat, a Zaya waiter arrived in a fancy black tux. He was a teal-skinned person with bright green eyes and black lips. His fin-like ears were shaped like bat wings. He had fish-like fins on his arms and legs for swimming and could breathe underwater indefinitely. Near his lower back, a tadpole-like blue tail can be seen. "Greetings," the Zaya waiter said, wiggling his fin ears.
Wow!
Cereas exclaimed.
A Zaya! I haven't seen one of you in a long time!
"Oh, well," said the Zaya waiter with a smile of appreciation and wiggling fin ears. "I'm glad you're okay with me being a Zaya, then." "Why is he wiggling his fins like that?" Lorris pondered.
"Don't you read, bro?" Cereas answered. "It's how they greet."
"Oh, I didn't know that. Lorris stood up and greeted the waiter how a Zaya would by trying to wiggle his ears while moving his eyebrows.
Little bro,"
Cereas said with a nervous smile.
"what are you doing?"
Lorris couldn't wiggle his ears from moving his eyebrows. Or how about this? He tried wiggling his ears by moving his jaw while having his lips look like a frown, which had his ears move a little more. The Zaya reacted with an awkward look on his face and put out his right hand to shake as well as stop Lorris. "Call me Gallon." Lorris shook Gallon's hand with a nervous chuckle. "Okay, Gallon." Lorris sat back down and cleared his throat. "I will gladly serve you both tonight," Gallon said. "Now, what would you both like to drink?"
"I have the true blue Saranay,"
Cereas said. "An excellent choice," Gallon said. "Such blue-colored wine made with soren berries. Such tasty blue square-shaped berries with a sour yet sweet taste." Then he shifted his attention to Lorris. "And for you, sir?" "I'll just have water."
"Oh, come on, bro,"
Cereas said.
"Have a real drink."
Lorris thought. "Well, I guess I'll have a Greca-Cola instead." Cereas yelled, "What?" Lorris explained why. "One of us has to be the DD.
"Bro, my car is self-driving for those drinking."
"Oh, right. Forgot about that." "Still, Cereas interrupted.
"You need to have some more fun in this world."
"How can I if I don't have any money?" Lorris asked, irritated.
"Well, you shouldn't break things like your phone,"
Cereas yelled. Nervous sweat appears from Lorris's forehead. "Sis, you're embarrassing me." Gallon asked, wondering if the two can even afford the food and service. "Wait, no money?"
"Oh, don't worry, Gallon," Cereas said. "I have money, no trouble."
"Very well, then." Gallon bowed and left. While Cereas and Lorris were waiting for their meals, they talked about playing a game. "Let's thumb wrestle, like we did in the old days," Lorris suggested.
"You're on!"
Cereas agreed, grabbing Lorris's right hand. They became ready with each of their feverish thumbs sticking up. They began by pressing their thumbs on opposite sides of their hands back and forth as they were saying, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Cereas angled her hand up so her thumb could press over Lorris's. "Ha ha! No angling, sis," Lorris said.
Fine,
Cereas said, putting her hand back into position. Then it's a fair game. Cereas put her thumb down, daring Lorris to try and press it with his thumb. Oh, I'm not falling for that again, Lorris said.
Come on,
Cereas said. Lorris quickly pressed his thumb on Cereas's. He quickly yelled, ABC 1, 2. Then Cereas had her thumb slip back out and pressed on Lorris's. She quickly yelled, ABC 1. Lorris managed to get his thumb back out, still alive. Both of their thumbs were up. Lorris had his wiggle around to tease Cereas. Come on, he teased. Come and get me. He had his thumb quickly pressed down, but he totally missed. No! Cereas used that opportunity to press on Lorris's thumb and successfully yelled, ABC 1, 2, 3! I win! Ha! Oh, fuck me! Lorris yelled. Cereas was so proud of winning the thumb wrestle game. She and Lorris's yelling and cussing were so loud, however, everyone else at the restaurant heard and stared at them strangely.
What the filthy is going on over there?
A lady in the fancy red dress asked her husband. I told you we shouldn't eat here at night, a man in a blue tux said. A 2-year-old boy cussed after Lorris while dining with his mother. Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me! The boy's mother covered his mouth. While Cereas and Lorris continued to enjoy themselves, a man arrived in a beige tux to do what he needed to do. I'm sorry, but you two have to leave, a man said. I am the manager here, and you have disturbed my customers with your ill manners, profane language, and rudeness. But we're only thumb wrestling and having fun, Lorris said.
We're sorry, sir.
Sorry will not cut it, you two, the man said. Please leave before I call the authorities. Lorris was irritated. This is bullshit.
Well, ready to go, bro?
Cereas asked. I'll drive. Lorris and Cereas left outside, but before they went too far, they heard a familiar voice. Wait! The voice exclaimed. Galen? Lorris said.
What are you doing here?
Cereas asked.
And what do you have there?
I figured I would share my drinks and dinner from there with you both, Galen answered. Besides, I've been trying to watch my weight. But aren't you on duty? Lorris wondered. Not in there anymore, Galen answered. My last 2 weeks are up. Cereas knew what was going on.
You mean?
Yep. Why? Lorris asked. I heard it pays well here. I'll explain it to you both with some dinner, Galen said. This food is no good cold.
There's some gazebo tables over here,
Cereas said. I don't want to sit there, Galen said with a sneer. Let's sit someplace further away from that prancing chihuahua. I think I understand, Lorris said. You hate it there. Let's not talk about that here, Galen advised. Follow me. Let's be quick before the food spoils. About 10 minutes later, Lorris, Cereas, and Galen walked on the sidewalk and found a good table to sit and had their dinner as well as drink some true blue Saranay.
That was amazing, Galen!
Cereas exclaimed. Oh, that was the heavens above, Lorris exclaimed. Galen's ear fins wiggled once more with a smile. I figured the true blue Saranay would perfectly mix with the yellow Trantifoid fish and Calvin cross pasta. Glad you two enjoyed them. Those cooks made me too much for my last day, which was kind of them. So, back to what we were talking about before, Laura said. Why in the toxic waters of Veltia would you want to leave there? Galen closed his eyes with his upper lip curling as his ear fins bent down. You were right about me hating that restaurant, because I do.
Why?
Cereas asked. Because I was tired of not being myself, Galen exclaimed. I was tired of pretending I was a high-class Zaya. It may have seemed that I enjoyed working, but deep down I was sick in my stomach. To tell you the truth, My first week there was Velti Honorea. Always criticized to the motherfucking bone. Always having to do everything perfectly. And always getting yelled at by my boss for even doing one little thing wrong.
I know how that feels,
Cereas said. Me too, Lorris said. Galen expressed more of his heart to Cereas and Lorris. I like you two because you're more chaotic, fun, and real. You mean like being ourselves completely? Lorris asked. Exactly, Galen exclaimed. There were many fakes in that restaurant, including myself. I hated what they turned me into. They made me like a tool to do everything they say without question. I thought at first it was to improve me. Maybe it did, but it also lured me further away from myself. No wonder you wanted to get out of there, Laura said.
No job, including higher-paying ones, are worth selling your soul for,
Cereas said. Yes, true, Galen said, standing up. Thank you both for your time. I really needed it.
Of course, Galen.
Yeah, man, Laura said. Anytime. You have no idea how important this is to me, Galen said. May you both have a safe trip home while I go get some more air. See ya, Galen, Laura said.
Hope you find what makes you happy,
Cereas said. We still need to find what makes us happy, too, Laura said. He isn't the only one. Back at Lorris's apartment after a safe drive and good dinner, he and Cereas had a little talk before going to bed.
The place looks nice, bro,
Cereas said.
And where did you get that large TV on the wall?
It's a 55-inch Sing Sam. I won it from the raffle game. They picked my number. Can you guess what that number is?
What is it?
666. Cereas laughed and said,
You better bring that TV back, bro. It's marked by the beast.
Numbers are just numbers, sis. Lorris activated the TV with his voice. Big honk on. Then his TV turned on a cartoon show about two crabs, one red, one blue.
Big honk?
Cereas wondered with a strange look on her face.
Is that what you named your TV?
Yeah, it's a big honk. The TV began to talk by itself.
My name is Big Honk. I'm always horny.
Lorris yelled, No! Big honk off! Big honk off! The TV continued talking even though the screen was off.
Hear me honk.
Then the TV honked a truck horn sound. Lorris saw his robot with the remote in the kitchen and yelled, Bender! Put the remote back on the shelf! Ha ha! Benda laughed, placing the remote on the shelf underneath the TV. Could not resist. Lorris gave his robot Benda a hateful glare with fire in his eyes. Good night, big honk, Benda teased. Ha 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 ha. Then it went to its little door on the wall and opened it by pressing a button and headed through. Well, good thing the walls here are soundproof, Lorris said with a nervous chuckle. You weren't supposed to hear that.
Well, whatever the reason, I don't want to know,
Cereas said with a disgusted look on her face.
Anyway, your apartment looks great, bro, and you have an interesting robot buddy.
Thanks, sis, Laura said. There's only one bed in this apartment. You can have it while I take the couch.
You sure?
Of course. You endured so much.
Lorris,
Cereas said. Yes, sis? Lorris asked, ready to listen. Cereas told Lorris something he probably expected.
JR, she said. I'm going to divorce him.
I think you should too, Laura said. He's a JR as in junior rear. Cereas chuckled. You do what you feel is right for you, sis, Loris advised. Make your own way. No matter what, your bro will always love you. Then he and Cereas both hugged. Poor Cereas cried on Lorris's shoulder. As she was, Lorris rubbed her back, telling her, "It's okay, sis. It'll be okay." After an hour, Cereas slept in bed while Lorris slept on his couch by his Gamecrest video game console across from Big Honk. The bed was comfortable to Cereas, but she still couldn't stay asleep from so much piled up in her skull. She made plans for her and JR's divorce, looking up some paperwork with her smartphone. When she was about to look up the paperwork, Cereas heard the sound of little ringing chimes behind her. Cereas turned away slowly with her eyes opened wide with nervousness from the strange chime-like sound and found an angel that looked like JR. She gasped as the angel flew closer to her with his 4 eagle-like angel wings. "You have forsaken me," the angel said. "You have forsaken Crefality. In the name of Godun, I shall erase you, virus, to keep your disease from spreading." "JR!" Cereas exclaimed. "JR! What are you doing?" The angel, JR, opened up his hand and formed a sword that had an angel wing-shaped gold handle with a ruby in the middle. With the sword, the angel pulled it back, ready to stab Cereas in the heart. "No!" Cereas yelled. "JR, no!" When the sharp tip of the angel's sword got close to her heart, she woke up, gasping for air. She looked around and the angel disappeared. Instead, there was Lorris, wondering if she was okay. "Cereas, you all right?" Lorris exclaimed. "I've had a nightmare," Cereas said. "It was horrible. I dreamt of an angel that looked like JR. He was gonna stab me in the heart with a sword, but I woke up in time just before he did." Lorris told Cereas of his dream as well. "I had a horrible dream too." "Really?" "Yeah. It was about this guy I told you about." "What guy?" Lorris took a deep breath to calm down. "You remember what I asked you about the Phielly man before?" Cereas answered, "Yes. You looked like you were actually talking to someone, but no one was there but you. Did you dream about him?" "Yes." Lorris's eyes opened wide with a freaked-out look and cold sweat. "I kept thinking he was just my imagination and kept trying to forget him, but he's always in my mind. I didn't want to mention this to you because you got enough of your own problems, but since I just dreamed about him, and I'm the only one who saw him..." Lorris took deep breaths to try and calm down. "I swear, I'm losing my mind." Cereas had a concerned look on her face with her head tilting and brow cocked. "Imaginary or not, what did this Phielly man say to you?" Lorris whispered. "In my dream, he said that the whole planet is in danger. After that, an angel came, and he was about to... wait." Lorris thought strange that he dreamt of the same angel as Cereas. Cereas thought the same. "Lorris, maybe it wasn't something you drank. We dreamed of the same angel." Lorris's eyes opened wide with concern with his jaw dropped. "That's not possible. It can't be." "What else did this Phielly say to you?" "He said there's gonna be angels and Vins invading our planet. I asked who he was and what he was talking about, but he didn't say. Instead, he told me to go to the Thorny Rose Strip Club and find a guy named Renard Skint by dusk tomorrow, or today. After that, he just disappeared, even while trying to say something." Cereas had fear in her eyes. "The world is coming to an end, like what the Book of the End says. Maybe we should go to the Thorny Rose Strip Club. Or wait." Cereas had a thought.
I think you just want to go to that strip club for girls. You're disgusting.
No, sis, Lorris exclaimed. Or maybe. No, never fucking mind. Lorris became irritated with doubt about what happened. The world is not coming to an end. I don't believe in that shit. We should both try to get back to sleep and forget my illusion, the strip club, or dream, the whole damn thing that's happened.
Yeah,
Cereas said.
Let's just collect ourselves before we drive ourselves crazy.
Cereas took deep breaths with her brother to calm down.
Bro, can you sleep by me for the rest of the night? I'm still scared.
Sure, sis. Lorris went up to bed with Cereas. Let's just go to sleep and no more end-of-the-world nonsense. Good night. Lorris fell asleep.
Good night.
Before Cereas shut her eyes, she tried telling herself to calm down and not worry about her dream.
That can't be the future. That won't be my death. It's just a dream, like Laura said. It's just a dream.